when it's cold outside and you want to continue growing, then here's what you gotta do. You gotta bring it on the inside. Okay, so here's my green stalk that I got started. I do have a piece of it still outside. I haven't planted anything in that one yet, but I'll be planting the plant soon there. But I started here, and I'm just using this as a cell starter. So I'm just growing some tomatoes, plenty of Roma tomatoes. What else do I have here? I think this is the Ace 55 tomatoes. Well, that's what happens when you take the little top off of it. But you can see some are already sprouting. This has been set up for almost a week, close to a week. So almost there. But you can see I've got some seeds that are stretching for the light. This was a transplant from my favorite nursery, Strangest Nursery in Richmond, Virginia. Let's see. As I come around here, there's much more. But I did go ahead and plant quite a bit of seeds, and I left some of these in there if I can get it out. Like that's a sorrel. So, but look, it's stretching for the light again. So let me take that out, and I'll have to put another sign in that. But in the meantime, yeah, some shih tzu. This will be great. This is gonna be fun. This will be good. Now here, along the line, if you can look on the floor, don't look at all my laundry I haven't done because I'd rather do seeds than laundry. But if you look on the floor, you can see all of these seeds that I've been starting. Just unbelievably amount. But look, here is the dill and lots of different basils. So I love basil. So I got this variety pack. And so I'm starting all those basils. Genovese. Let's see, here's one. I think there's a Italian larch leaf. And I think there's a lemon in this one as well. Yep. And then here, I even have more. Look, I've got seeds starting everywhere. There are some tomato seeds starting there. I don't necessarily like those little brown disposable, I guess you can call them recyclable seed pots. I don't necessarily care for those. But you can see I've started seeds in many different ways. This is a dill bush, so I'm so excited to see that. Then I do have some stevia plants started. Haven't seen a lot of sprouting yet, but hopefully some will sprout soon. I tried to start some seeds here, not doing too well. Completely forgot what I put in here, so that's the purpose in labeling. These, I started in some of these little just disposable containers, poblano peppers. But you can see I ended up getting some mold in them because I had it closed for too long. So I sprinkled some cinnamon, and after I sprinkled the cinnamon, I did start getting some sprouts started. So we'll see how that goes. Tons down here as well. Butterfly pea plant. I love that butterfly pea tea. So I thought I'd start me a plant. Over there I have some nasturtium started. We'll see how that one goes. Then I get these little things from the dollar store, and I start them in there. So these are some peppers I've started, but they haven't started sprouting just yet. Peppers take a long time to start. Some more of there you go. See that butterfly pea, and that's from the Botanical Interest. Love those. And then we do have one starting in there. This should be the alyssum. And then look, like there's one starting in there. So that's great. I started some hibiscus here, and you can see I used the tray that I get from Costco with my veggies in it. And I just use that to start some. So waiting to see those sprouts. Here again, some of those trays that I don't necessarily care for, but I have a whole stack of them. So I think I'm going to try to direct sow those, like put it directly in the ground and then put my seed in it, and think that might help my seed One, not to get lost and not to get buried so deeply under the dirt. We'll see how that goes. Now, oh my God, I've been busy. Now these are my, this is something new I'm trying, and I am falling in love with it. And these are gonna be the seed pellets. So I have started so many of these seed pellets. Let me see if I show you right down here. You'll see my little stash, and you can see how many boxes I've been through. Quite a bit, and that's not all. There's another box sitting there. But so this one, I have some celery, Utah celery. There's my little fly catcher, you know, just in case I have any little bugs want to fly around, they can get sucked up by that. And then these are some tomatoes starting. I just started these about 2 days ago, so they're not really ready to do anything yet. I've got a whole thing of rosemary, Swiss chard started, more peppers, more tomatoes. Those I started about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So they're starting to come maybe closer to the end of January. These are some tabletop tomatoes that I started. So hopefully we'll see what those do. The bush is supposed to get no more than like 12 inches tall. So let's see what else we got in here. Oh yeah, more peppers, the Big Jim. Oh yeah, so I'll have tons. Eggplant I've started, and I don't have any sprouts yet on my eggplant, which I'm getting kind of sad, but I know it takes a long time. And then these are the long eggplants. Looks like I'm starting to get a sprout there. So I did sprinkle some cinnamon on top of those as well, just to make sure I didn't get any mold. Now, this I'm very excited about. This is the okra. You see it came from Urban Garden Seeds, and this is the red okra, and just about all of those have sprouted except this one. But I bet it's going to sprout soon. And then here, the cowhorn okra, some of those are starting to sprout, which I'm very happy about. They're sprouted a lot. I don't know, but this red okra seemed to have sprouted prior to this one, which is kind of unique for me. So I'm like, maybe that's a good one to have. Okay, now let me get in a little closer over here. Okay, now this is a tray of lavender, and I must have had this side covered up because it didn't sprout just like those did. I was like, wow. Now I used the coconut core brick for this, and that's the first time I've used it, and I'm so excited because I've never had a lot of success with lavender from seed. So I'm very excited to have it growing. Some more of my hibiscus. Here I just put all of that coconut core in a tray, moistened it really good, and then just stuck those seeds down in there. So as they begin to pop up, hopefully, I'll start to get some hibiscus, and then I'll transplant those into something else. Look, here's some more of the seed pod, and this is the cabbage. That came from out of that pack from the Urban Garden Seeds, and they are starting to sprout. This one, I'm looking at it, and it looks a little, I don't know if that's a little moldy or not, so I might sprinkle some cinnamon just in case. Cauliflower, look at those. They're starting to come in. So these are gonna make some really great transplants for the garden. And then these are the artichoke. Let's see. I don't even know if I can tell where I got this pack from. Nope, can't tell. Oh yeah, it's down here at the bottom. The seed plant. Yep, the seed plant. So that's where I got those from, and those are the artichokes. And I just put those in maybe a day or two ago, so not expecting it to sprout just yet, but hopefully soon. Here I've got some mullein started. some cilantro. And cilantro is supposed to be kind of like the cilantro, but just much more of an intense flavor. And then I have some rosemary salvia. So excited to see how that goes. And then of course the cabbage. So, and it does look like I have some sprouts on the cabbage, and those again are in those seed pods, and I think those seed pods are excellent. Look like I got some seeds kind of going the wrong direction there, but look like they're still wanting to take root. So hey, I can't get mad at it. Thank you. Then some more here. Let's see what we got. Celery, cilantro, parsley. Yeah, definitely have some parsley. And that's a tender crisp celery. So excited to see that. Then here, I just put this in yesterday. Oh my. These are fish pepper seeds right there, fish pepper. But it looks like I need to cover that seed up. There we go. Cover you up. Like, make sure you have some dirt. Then some more. Then I think y'all are some more tomatoes. Those are the little small, well, there's a polar bear tomato. That's supposed to be a tomato that does better in the winter. We'll see what happens. And then many more tomatoes. These are the beefsteak tomatoes. And let's see, this is I think it's a white beefsteak tomato. So kind of excited to see how it does. I've ruined my little package here, but yeah, so very excited to see how some of these things go. And then these I picked up from the nursery. I just repotted them. They were in these cute little tiny pots, but I've repotted them. This one, this Transcantia, was falling out of one of my other plants over there, so I kind of took it and repotted it in here, and we're gonna see how it grows. So very excited about this upcoming year. And this is my growing corner, so you can see how I have all of these things. My little cedar stuff is in here. I get these cute little pots, and look at that pot. What was it, 39 cents from the Strangest Nursery. Perfect. My sand is in there for my soil, my peat moss. Then I have tons and tons of seeds that I'll be starting. Some of them I'll be starting. Can't wait to get started on my squash seeds. Oh God, I got cucumbers. Can't wait for my mouse melon cucumbers. So my little cuca melons. Love the cuca melons. They're so good when you're out in the garden, you're just popping them in your mouth. I did already start, oh, I have more basil. But I did already start a bunch of peas. I started those outside. So yeah, I've got tons and tons of seeds. Tons potting mix sitting here ready for me to put it inside of these little pots so I can get something else planted. Got some good potting soil here, the Happy Frog. So I have been having a ball simply getting involved with all of the gardening and getting all of these things set up. So, okay, well, I guess that's about the end of my time for today. But here's some more of those little tomatoes. I think I'll take this one today, and I'll repot these into those little black pots that I have sitting over there, and see what I can save and what I can't save. Like this little one look like it's not well. I'll just get ready to put that soil back into something else. Okay, so hope you guys are getting something started for your garden. In the meantime, have a good one. Bye.